Hey everybody, this is Pastor Pete. Want to talk to all the other pastors about something that happened this past Sunday after service that I think is really going to help you, especially if you're a young preacher or somebody aspiring to the ministry that has a family, that has kids at home with you. You're going to want to listen to this. This past Sunday, after I preached a message that seemed to be very well received and responded to, and one that I felt like God was really in, I realized that I had missed something in the message that I felt like would have really driven the point home and put a nice cherry on top of that message. All I could do after I realized that was beat myself up and lament the fact that I'm not perfect. Of course, none of us are perfect, but in that moment, all you could think about is you dropping the ball. Now listen, as a young preacher, you should always be aspiring to excellence and always be trying to do better and get better. But that's not the point. The point is, my 14-year-old daughter was in the sanctuary when I preached that message. And of course, as I'm texting my wife after service, lamenting the fact that I have dropped the ball and how disappointed in myself I was, instead of focusing on the great response and the good things that happened during that service, my daughter sees the phone because she's got my wife's phone due to my wife driving at the time. She turns to my wife and says, "How is he going to preach it and then not live it?" This is very important for you to understand, young preachers especially, that while you are focused on what you missed while preaching it, those who matter the most to you are more concerned with what you miss while living it. That principle right there could save your marriage, it could save your ministry, it could save your future, and it could save your relationship and influence with your children. So I hope you really let that sink in. Don't worry so much about what you miss while preaching it, especially if it starts to affect the way that you live it. And always be focused on the way that you are living for Jesus in front of your loved ones, because that is what matters the most. I hope that my moment of weakness can become your blessing and it can become something that helps build and edify you. Listen, if it does, please make sure you subscribe below. Share this YouTube video with a young preacher or an aspiring minister or pastor, because hopefully it will help them as well. And drop something in the comment section if you have a topic or a subject that you would like to discuss. I believe that this is going to bless you and edify you, and I cannot wait to see you again. Make sure you are the best pastor and preacher you can be this week, and 2024 is going to be your greatest year yet. I love you, and I can't wait to see you again.